Imagine a world where the balance of global power shifts in just 10 days. This is Operation Epic Fury, a chillingly precise campaign that fused kinetic, cyber, and naval warfare to bring a regional power to its knees. But as we're about to see, this wasn't just a localized conflict. It was a move that pushed the entire world to the precipice of a global energy shock. Understand Epic Fury, you have to look at the executive dashboard. The US didn't just attack from the air, they opened 4 simultaneous theaters of conflict. While B-2 bombers conducted decapitation strikes on the supreme leadership, naval forces eradicated Iran's surface fleet. Simultaneously, a massive cyber blackout severed the nation's digital nervous system, all while 90% of Iran's oil exports were effectively taken hostage. February 28, 2026. The operation begins with surgical precision. Stealth bombers strike the apex of Iranian leadership, including the supreme leader's compound and the assembly of experts. While the top-level command was eliminated instantly, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, remained a deeply entrenched military apparatus that air power alone couldn't simply uproot overnight. While the bombs fell, a more invisible war was being waged: cyber-physical fusion. A program called Digital Dynamite was deployed, spoofing early warning sensors to blind Iranian radar before the strikes even hit. Perhaps most ingeniously, the US hacked Beit Saba, Iran's most popular prayer timing app, sending amnesty notifications directly to the phones of millions of soldiers and citizens, urging them to surrender. In the Persian Gulf, the legendary swarm threat was systematically dismantled. In just 10 days, over 20 IRIN and IRGC fast attack vessels were sent to the bottom of the sea. High-profile targets like the Jamaran-class corvette and the IRIS Dena were neutralized, leaving the Iranian blockade of the Strait of Hormuz reliant entirely on land-based missiles. The heart of the conflict lies here: Kharg Island. This 5-mile coral chokepoint handles 96% of Iran's crude exports, generating $78 billion a year for the regime. In a display of scorched earth precision, US forces obliterated the IRGC 112th Zulfikar Brigade and its missile launchers, while deliberately leaving the actual oil storage tanks untouched. Why spare the oil? This is the chokepoint dilemma. Total destruction would have triggered an immediate $150 barrel oil shock, crashing the global economy and removing all US leverage. Instead, by keeping the infrastructure intact but under their guns, the US maintains a perpetual economic guillotine over any successor regime. Unable to fight back at sea, the IRGC pivoted to horizontal escalation. They began striking the energy hubs of US allies. Drone debris shut down Saudi Arabia's Ras Tanura refinery, while strikes on Qatar's Ras Laffan, the world's largest LNG export facility, sent European gas prices surging by 45%. Even a British airbase in Cyprus was targeted by Shah-type drones. As the world watched the flames, a second war was fought in the information domain. While Iranian drones were clearly striking GCC energy targets, Tehran's media networks launched a narrative inversion, claiming the attacks were actually Israeli or US false flags designed to frame them. The goal? To cause diplomatic paralysis and prevent Gulf states from joining the US coalition. The shockwaves hit far beyond the Middle East. India was caught in the crossfire, with 40% of its crude and LNG imports stalled in the Strait of Hormuz. With only 9 to 10 days of strategic reserves, India faced a total domestic collapse. Only an emergency 30-day waiver from the US Treasury, allowing Indian refineries to purchase Russian oil, prevented a national catastrophe. As we look at the endgame, 3 questions remain. Can a decapitated regime survive internal revolt? Will the US drop the Kharg Lever and destroy Iran's economic crown jewel? And can the global petroeconomy survive a prolonged closure of the world's most vital shipping lanes? In Operation Epic Fury, the ultimate casualty may not just be a regime, but the very stability of the global economy itself.